All right. See who is on Blitz on here today. All right, so Min Cal. He boarded that quick. Less than a second. All right, Min Cal. Let's play this Slav system I've been into lately with an early Bishop F5. Here I gotta be worried about Queen B3, so I play E6 early. Generally in this system I like to take with the E pawn. I'm still learning it, so. Alright, he's taking that good diagonal for my bishop. Alright. I don't really want to exchange bishops. Maybe just dominate the e4 square, maybe play h6. Let's trade off that bad bishop. And let's take here and then trade. No, let's go at the. He's gonna play for c4. And I'll castle. Hopefully he'll play c5. If he takes, then I'll have this knight b4 move to recapture with the knight. Or I could recapture with the pawn in this position. That actually looks better in hindsight. Actually, the knight protects c7 and attacks the bishop. I think taking the knight was correct. Hopefully, I dropped the b7 pawn. Maybe I can gain an initiative somehow. I think now queen a5, threatening the a2 pawn. So he's a pawn up, but he has a pretty broken pawn structure. Alright, so let's play this just to get the rook b8 going. So the a2 pawn's hanging. I suspect queen b3 would be a good move here. Maybe rook c2. I don't really know what to attack. I think I should blockade the d5 square while his knight's so far away from it. But he has the e5 square for his knight. Maybe queen f5 just to pressure the f pawn. So he's played it. Okay. I'll take that. He has to take with the queen. And then this is terrible. So I'm attacking the f pawn. I'm also threatening rook d8. Maybe rook a, since it won't be check. And then So anyways, this looks pretty drawish. I do have the bishop, which is some compensation. It's a pretty good bishop compared to his knight. 95 is something I'm worried about, because I'll have to exchange. That knight's so good on e5. Yeah, okay. And I don't think I'll exchange yet. I'll just think I'll threaten to take and win the pawn afterwards. He wants to target f7 after he captures here. So my threat now is g6, or sorry, h6 or takes on g5. Alright, and he takes. So if he plays rook over, I can take because the queen doesn't have d8 mate. Uh-huh. Okay, I have to take here. And maybe if I can remove the check from this, it would be less deadly. Let's protect my a-pawn first. And he's not threatening h5 because I can take. I think I'll play h5 just to provoke takes. And now if I play rook d4, I'm threatening the h4 pawn. Okay. Let's just protect our a-pawn. Okay, so h5 slows things down a little bit. So h4 is still weak. Is there a way I can play like queen g7? Nope. Okay, so that check. What does that do? I think I'll yeah, I think I'll exchange here. He doesn't have rook g8 because I'll take. I think I'll take with the king. Give my rook on the second rank. Threat here is king d3 check, pushing the king back, so. He's running low on time here. So take away the g5 square from his rook. Actually, holding that square was important. His king could never penetrate. Let's go back. Holding that square is really important. Alright, I'll take here. I'll play back. This king can never penetrate this queen side. I think I can just go back and forth. Okay, I've won on time. He's definitely had a drawish or winning position. Probably draw. I don't really see what he could have done on the king side, and the extra pawn on the queen side would have been blockaded by my king. So I'm just going to play a solid system where I blunt this bishop and fix all my pieces to actually here. I think I just want to stop c5. And just defend the knight, I guess. So I didn't want to open the c file, but okay. So let's win the bishop pair. And let's get this knight to we should play on the king side. Let's put the bishop in a3 just to pin that knight down. c5 looks possible, but he does want to play c5. I think I'll take, open the b file. So I think the move here is he has the trade rooks on b8, where I'll castle. Because if he tries to play it's also possible. Hopefully I'm at least being annoying. Okay, let's play with the bishop back to d3. So here I'm controlling the b file. All right, let's stop the knight coming out to g4 or f5 with g4. I don't want this bishop threatened. He'll have to play knight c8, which will block the communication of his pieces. So I think I'll keep the structure how it is. I'm not scared of c takes. I'm not scared of c4. c4 runs into rewriting my bishop to a better square. All right, let's attack this knight. So he doesn't have time for c takes because the bishop takes. The c pawn's defended by my queen. Let's play queen e3. It gets off the diagonal and also makes way for f4, f5, pawn break, king h1. Maybe I can play a4 here soon. Or maybe even rook c1. Continue to play on the queen side. I'm not stronger there, but for some reason, it doesn't look like he has as much counterplay as a typical position would. So Min-Cal, who is this? Tel Aviv. Wonder if he has a FIDE profile. Alright, so the Rook is not pinned. Let's play a4. I guess he wants to give his the knight the b4 square at the end of this. So the bishop's not pinned to the rook because I have the knight defending it as well, if he doubles somehow. I just have such good control over the b file. I don't think I should let this grip go. And opening the c file just helps me, I think. So I can win a pawn here at any time, but I think I'll harass his pieces more. Actually, more interesting is just infiltrating with all my pieces. I expect an exchange sacrifice soon, just to leave the pressure. His pieces can't move. His rook, queen. This rook is on a funny square. Seems as if... Alright, so... Should we get a pass pawn? Should we take that one first and play knight c5? Knight c5. So if he takes... I have... Okay, he doesn't take, but he loses the exchange here. Do I want the exchange? Is there anything better? These are always the hardest, when there might be something better. I don't see anything better than taking. I do see the knight coming to c4 here, which looks like a pretty good square. It threatens the exchange, to win the exchange. I may just take and continue to work on the queen side. So, right. I guess I do like that move. Maybe we should switch to a kingside attack. This move. Yeah, rook f3 looks good. It looks like a logical move. The knights are infiltrating. I have to be really careful on forks. So I think I'll sack the exchange here. Maybe play queen g3 to play f4, f5, rook f1. There's a clear threat of rook takes c4. There's no other reason to go back to c3. c1's occupied by the bishop. Bishop controls the c1 square. This knight controls the c2 square. The only thing I could be threatening, and again, he's low on time, this guy. It's almost no fun. He plays with no drive for time. Alright, so I'm going to take. I don't know what else I could have been threatening there. I think with an obvious threat like this, you should take it more seriously. But also with such short amount of time. How does he get that short on time? Okay, I think I'll control the B file. I'm also threatening rook e4 now. Sorry. Knight e4. Say if he returned back, I have knight e4. Threatening the dark square bishop, threatening to win a pawn. I think my position in the last final moments was winning. I do want to go over these 3 games at the end of this video, just to make sure. It's like a King's Indian. I'm more familiar with this territory than this that Slav system I was playing. I'm still learning that one. Which I guess I'm still learning this one too. Okay, I'm going to play the old main line, bishop e2, e5. It's knight c6. I wanted to look for his name, Tel Aviv. See if that populates anything in FIDE. There's a Tel Aviv. Right. So, yeah, this plan. I'm gonna play f5 as well when he plays. So I think he's going for a bayonet as well. Or is he going for f4 still? Okay. I think I'll play f4 first. Just let him have this b4 counterplay. Yes, I've seen this plan of exchanging. I'll just let him do it. They do it so bishop comes out to g4 to exchange for the light square bishop to okay, here I think I have this, and this gets rid of that exchange because I have knight f6 following with a decent position. So I'm threatening g4. I have an open f file. Anyways, white goes bishop g4 just to threaten. Okay, he is threatening g5 now. I'll let the g file open with king h8, rook g8. But they go bishop g4 to threaten to exchange this c8 bishop like this. And he has to take with the pawn here, so I don't think it's as good. And I always have h5 now. So I'm pretty comfortable in this position. Can we provoke f3? I'm going to play rook f7, h5, bishop f8 to defend d6, and also make way for the rook to go into h or g file, depending on how the game opens. Alright, so he played f3. Didn't expect it, but alright, and he doesn't want to take for some reason. I guess the knight takes isn't as good. But the bishop takes doesn't come with tempo on the bishop. It takes, it's hard to say. I think I want to play this, and no, I don't actually. Let's play rook f7 or king f7. Rook f7 looks correct. He wants to get a knight on g4, and I'll take with the knight here. I'll have a knight on g3 as well, and this open h file. I don't believe him taking. I don't see that as being a good move. I may have to defend the g pawn with knight h7 or bishop h6, which is a move I don't want to play. But so let's play bishop f8. So I'm controlling the b5 square with my queen. It's an interesting position. I think I'll play rook h7 with the idea of taking. Actually, I do like just taking and opening the f and h files, doubling his g pawns. It may not be so bad for black. So it looks like I'm on way to make 3-0 since he's down to 2 minutes. Okay, I think I can just go back, but I don't really want to lose the g pawn. Let's look at my options here. Alright. He's getting rid of a powerful knight. No, it seems much better just to ignore this. What piece can I improve? I'm not sure if the rook is going on the G file or H. I'll just guess the H file. Although the G pawn is now undefended, but I'm hoping for takes, where the bishop would go back to D2 and taking on G4 would open up lines for my pieces. So positional piece sacrifice, I'm not exactly sure if it works, but it looks okay. I think knight takes. I'll play queen G7 first. All right, so let's attack the G pawn with rook H4. That looks deadly. So how's he defend the G pawn now? Also have ideas of bishop E7, D8 to B6. The bishop would be very strong in this diagonal. It's a slow plan. I don't see a plan for white, personally. Alright, so let's take with the knight here. I don't want to sacrifice another exchange. Alright, check. Alright, and I really like this plan of check, so we're going to have to play this. Seems necessary in this position. Bishop E7, just bringing in another piece. Rook can come on C8 if his king ever blocks. Alright, so king F7. Just play rook G8. Now it's me who's low in time. Alright, so he can get the queens off here. Can't allow that. Cannot allow the queens to get off. I guess I can take just to hope for rook H4. Yeah, so knight takes, and then let's play the rook over here. And then king F8, of course, he's going to try to trade. Alright, let's run. Queen H5, I have queen G3 check. I'm going to run to B8. So he has check. That's right. Nothing I can do about that. Let's check him here just because. So I don't have any choice You can blockade my pawns and I can't blockade his. Okay, so he's queening with checks. I think I've lost this one. I don't think I have any stalemate tricks or anything. Okay, good game. Have one more? Alright, so this is for who's truly better. Let's go for like a 2 knights and see where this pawn goes. Alright, so we're going to play like a Sicilian hyper accelerated dragon. So no, taking's not very good. Let me just preserve that bishop. I don't want to give him the open F file for nothing. And also D5 would be easier to play. Alright, so the plan here is to move the knight maybe to D1 to E3, play C4 and knight D5, or I could even, if A6 is played, I could play knight A4 to get into the dark squares. Alright. So he doesn't go for that. I think I'm going to play knight D5. Okay. The threat here is B3. And I have E7 dropping, and I'll play he does have this mating net, doesn't he? So I've been crushed on this one. Rook C1 mate. Very good game. Let's play one more time. So this is the tiebreaker. See who's better. Let's play refused. Chigorin. It's not a very good opening, but it is pretty direct. This does seem to I think this is called the lizard gambit. It's kind of like an Albin counter gambit. The Albin's actually pretty good. It's much like a Falkbeer. was thinking for about a minute here. Knight f3 I think is the right approach. So that's a new one to me. I do see the idea though. I think I'll just gambit this pawn. Go for quick development. Bishop d6 maybe? This bishop doesn't have any good squares, it seems. I guess I could take. Bishop takes, there's nothing wrong with that. Can I play bishop c5 and... d3. I don't like it, but I'll have to do it. He can take. Here I think he can take. And just be a lot of pawns up. So down to 2 minutes, I'll move 10. It's not a good sign. I gotta say I've never played this position before, so. There's no queen check. And if bishop e3, I dropped the knight there. I guess I didn't see that one. So here I can collect the dark square bishop. Is that good? This knight seems better. Let's get the king off this diagonal. Maybe rook e8 is a move. So the threat here is bishop takes f2. Maybe that's not even a threat. It opens the line for this rook anyways. And here I'll take the... No. Whoops. What am I doing? Alright, good game. Men Cal, just spaced on that last move. That's what happens when you think too hard. So yeah, this is a bad one. I got nothing for 2 pawns, except for castling rights. Yeah, just drawing queen. Lame. Alright, I was low on time anyways. Wouldn't have won. Thanks for watching.